Okay.
Well, that's all.
Who picked this one?
Me.
What's it called, Carl?
Free dinosaur hugs.
Free dinosaur hugs. David, Mom and Grandpa got out of the car. David was holding two toy dinosaurs. He made noises like they were roaring at each other. Don't forget, Grandma King, Mom said. Okay, David said. He got the king gave it to his grandma. Thank you, she said. Usually, her smile was big, but today it was small. They went inside. Grandma said she needed to take a nap. David played with his dinosaurs in the kitchen. Mom made dinner. Is Grandma sad? David asked. She is missing her friends, Mom said. Now that she lives with us, she doesn't see them much anymore. I would miss my friends if I couldn't see them, David thought. He wanted Grandma to be happy. Then David had an idea. He got his markers. He made a big card. He drew lots of dinosaurs on it. Mom, David said, can you help me write some words? Sure, Mom said. When they finished, David took the card to Grandma's room. He knocked softly on the door. Come in, Grandma said. She was lying on the bed, but wasn't asleep. I made you a present, David said. Grandma opened the card. She read, Free hugs every day from David and the dinosaurs. Grandma smiled a big smile. Thank you, David, she said. I love hugs. But the dinosaurs don't need to hug me, just you. David laughed. He gave Grandma a big hug. He loved his grandma. Grandmas like big hugs, don't they?
Is the grandma living with them?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So why is she sad? I forgot.
Because she's not by her friends anymore. Sometimes you have to move away.
But he's a friend
You
of
miss your
her.
friends. You're right. And that's why he gave her hugs. Because he knew that she needed a big hug to be happy. So if you see somebody that's sad, what can you do?
We can help them. We can meet their friend. We can play with them.
Yeah, good idea. That's a good idea.
Are you a good friend?
There's lots of ways.
Lots of good ways.
Yeah.
Who picked this one?
Me. I want to tell you a new friend for Wellington.
You were there. Wellington. Or Wellington.
Okay, a new friend for Wellington.
Good job. All are alike unto God. Wellington held a box in his lap as his dad drove through Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. They passed bright blue and green yellow houses. Dad parked the car outside of a big brown building. Wellington got out and grabbed some of the boxes. They were full of soap, tissues, and other supplies. He and his dad were visiting a care home to give supplies to the elderly people who lived there. At first, Wellington had been excited, but now he felt a little nervous. What would the people there be like? Would they be grouchy? What would they say to him? Wellington walked into the building behind his dad. There were lots of people in the rest home. Some were moving around with walkers. Some sat in wheelchairs playing chess. Others sat alone. Wellington tugged on his dad's arm. Dad, I don't know what to do, he whispered. Everyone here is so much older than I am. How do I talk to them? Dad smiled and knelt down next to Wellington. I know the people here are older and they might look a little different, but everyone here is a child of God just like you. They probably have some interesting stories to tell. Wellington thought about that. He liked making new friends and other kids at school and at primary. Maybe you could make friends here too. While Dad handed out boxes, Wellington went around and talked to the people sitting in the room. Hey, you two don't, please. He sang some of his favorite primary songs to them. Soon lots of people were laughing and singing together. This was so much fun. Wellington looked around and noticed a lady sitting alone on a couch. She had gray hair and lots of wrinkles. He walked over to her and sat down on the couch. "Hi," he said. "My name's Wellington. What's yours?" She looked at him and smiled. "I'm Mariana," she said. Wellington was nervous, so he asked the first question he could think. "What's your favorite food?" She thought for a second, and "I always love pão de queijo," she said. "That's my favorite too," said Wellington. Are we forgetting what we learned in the first story about being nice to each other?
Yeah.
Okay, so how come you forget so easily?
She keeps punching me. I'm not punching you.
Okay,
How
guys,
about-
let's finish listening to the story.
How about just be nice to each other?
Turn the frown upside down.
"That's my favorite too," said Wellington. He loved the small cheesy rolls. They started to talk about their favorite songs, sports, and memories. Mariana told him about the fun things she used to do when she was a kid. "Thank you for coming here today," she said. "I don't have any family who can come and visit me, and it can be hard sometimes to make new friends." Mariana's eyes got sad. "Sometimes I feel all alone." Wellington wasn't sure what to say. He thought about how sad he would be if he didn't have friends or family to talk to. Then he thought about his dad, what his dad said about everyone here being a child of God. He smiled and looked at Mariana. "When I'm lonely, I like to pray to Heavenly Father. He helps me feel better. I know that I'm never alone because I can always talk to him. Maybe you could try praying too." Mariana smiled and hugged Wellington. "Thank you. I think that's a great idea." Soon Dad came to Wellington and tapped him on the arm. "Time to go," he said. "Already?" said Wellington. Dad laughed. "Don't worry, we can come back next week." That made Wellington very happy. He hopped off the couch. "See you next time," he told Mariana. He smiled and waved goodbye to his new friend. He couldn't wait to come back.
Where's that?
So just like when you guys are at the park and there's friends you can play with, what do? What can you do if you see somebody playing by themselves?
We can go play with them.
Mm-hmm. Get to talk to them.
Because I saw, remember, we don't talk, we just play.
Just play together. You can still talk to them, ask them what their name is, and say, "How old are you?" Find out a little bit about them.
And say, "What's your favorite food?" and "What's
Sure.
your favorite song?"
You can do that.
What's your
That's the way to make a good friend.
favorite...
What's your favorite food, Lucy?
Chocolate cookies.
No, that's my favorite treat.
Oh.
I like all the treats, but I like pizza most.
Pizza most of all? How about you, Carl? What's your favorite?
Pizza.
Pizza too? What's your favorite song, Lucy?
All of them?
All of them? You like all the songs? How about you, Carl? Do you have a favorite? Or do you like all the songs?
Upside down.
Sunshine on My Shoulders?
And I like all of the songs. Country Boy.
Country Boy? Sounds good.
Daddy, what's your favorite food?
Oh, I like pretty much all kinds of food.
What's your favorite song?
I like all kinds of songs too. That's hard to pick a favorite. I do like pizza.
What's your most favorite?
I would have
song?
to say one of my favorites is pizza.
And then what's your favorite song? Most one.
I can't pick a favorite song. There's way too many.
Five Little Speckled Frogs.
Yeah.
Country
That is a good
Boy.
one. Country Where's a good one?
Come on.
What's Mommy's favorite food?
What's your most favorite food, Mom?
Mexican. Chips and salsa.
What's your favorite song? Your most one.
How about a group? AC/DC and Def Leppard. 80s. Anything in the 80s.
Rock. 80s rock.
Time for a talking daddy. Time for a talking daddy.
How about not?
Yes. Talking daddy. Oh! Attacking daddy. Attacking daddy.
Kyle.
Attacking daddy. Oh.
Should we go to Grandma's and Grandpa's?
Let's go get Mommy's jacket.